I'm here. I'm not late. I'm not late. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what anyone's talking about. I'm not late. I think my audio should be okay. I'm always just worried about the game audio. Like sometimes it's too quiet. There's 2 hours too quiet. So we'll finish. We'll finish dailies first.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
I could turn the music up a bit.
Lend me your strength.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Get these dailies finished, and then
In lunar
we'll
flame.
start on 2.4 story.
Blade of moonlight.
Existence is unity. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Title should be
be swept away by the wind.
Everything seems right.
Troublesome.
In lunar flame.
Might turn the game down just a little bit. What is okay? I'll collect all this stuff later. Terms, faction stuff. What's new here? Oh, it's because I did the memory of chaos on my phone. Okay, dailies are done. It's story time. Receive comms from the Xianzhou. Before embarking on the next stop of their journey, the Express receives a comms from Xianzhou Luofu. Jingyuan extended an invite to all wanderers to join the war dance. Alrighty. Hello, Pom Pom. Wait, Boo Hill's here.
Holy shirt balls! The synthesizer on this express is lit as fudge.
My God.
Following this synthesizing method, would it turn a bag of trash into treasure? Huh. Vomit-inducing. Holy forkeroni. So it's a powerful drug. Hey, friend. Can I borrow some trash from the express to synthesize? Might come in handy when bullets get stuck in my throat. Anyway, other than this synthesizer, are there any other cool toys on the express?
There's a data bank.
Looks like you're prepared.
There's a data bank and a phonograph.
Tour guide. Then, let's not waste any more time and get started.
And Jades, I will take it. Wait, why is the music? This is not the music that I had playing here. There we go. Wait, my VOD. Wait, these parts of the VODs might get muted because of. Oh crap! I forgot, because that's what happened last time.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary Wardens. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Hmm.
Well, things are getting lively.
Oh, the music
We've barely
muted.
recovered
Okay.
from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
I'm still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity. Yeah. That experience was a little traumatic.
Me too. But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis by holding the
Is
war
my
dance
OBS
there,
chat broken?
demonstrating to
I can't.
everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and
okay,
protected
no,
the
it will
Xianzhou
show.
ships. Aside from star
guess I
performances, it's
just
mostly
can't manage
martial
anything through,
contests.
and
Nothing
can't
too
manage my
different
chat
from
through
the
OBS
Taiki and Roboball contest we've
for
seen
some reason.
before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may
Deliver
take a few
some
weeks.
Leviathan fossils. Ron May. I can think of some interesting things that Ron May would do with that.
Aw, so that
Considering
means
her last
we're
experiment.
not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, Marge. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So, here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Dan Heng will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
Let's go. Dan
What do you
Heng is
two think?
actually coming down on an expedition.
I don't hear any objections.
No objections?
Everyone's on board with
Let's
the plan,
go.
It's time to warp to the
Time for
Xianzhou
another
Luofu.
festival. Hopefully this one doesn't bring traumatic events. Discuss travel plans with March 7th and Dan Heng. Optional. Discuss travel plans with other crew. Okay, so that's just
Kalinga Abyss.
talk with
What does she
Miko and
expect
Welt.
to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Conversation between the two adults brings complex. I didn't even get to read that entire thing.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
I need a haircut, man. My hair is actually getting in the way.
Himiko
Alright.
really knows how
Alright,
to
March.
convince people.
How are we doing?
Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way,
Say
Dan
war
Heng,
dance?
this time you'll be
Or
taking
war
a stroll
dance?
with us on the Luofu.
Because it's war
right?
dance.
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance to show that the
Makes sense.
Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Argenti. Oh, it really has to give me a tooltip on Argenti.
Coming back to this
So
place
actually,
brings
it's
back so many
really
memories.
unfortunate.
You know?
Like, all his voice lines were completely bugged in, like, 2.1 through 2. Or 2.2 through 2.3. And then we had and then, like, for some reason his contract, or he's not voicing Argenti anymore. Not voicing Tail anymore either. New voice isn't bad. I'd say it's pretty good, but just doesn't feel the same. Just doesn't hit as good as the original voice. Come back to this place brings back so many memories. So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say.
That's fair. That is fair. This is the first time we're not being, it's the first time we're coming to a place and there's no... Let's say ill will. No bad feelings about how we're coming here. Definitely unusual. So easily pleased. I actually feel sorry for us. Don't jinx it, March.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
No, you mentioned it first, so you're the one jinxing us, March. Yanqing. Dragon, I saw the Skyfaring Commission's notice that the Express was docked on the Tianzhou. Are you guys on the Luofu already? Just got the Starskiff Haven. The General sent me to welcome you all at Starskiff Haven. See you in a bit.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? There's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the room.
It's so
It's the most
crowded up here.
prominent
Oh my
landmark
god.
on the dock.
Wait, I didn't even notice. There's so many people. Gotta have Firefly, of course. Although I think
Hey,
it'd
you guys,
probably
hold
be
on a
more
moment.
appropriate to be
Did they just call
using
us?
Jing
Look
Liu
at their
team
outfits.
here.
They're from Penacony, right?
Yep,
Are you
an
familiar
Intellatron
with the
and a
Xianzhou Luofu?
Pepeshi.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Huh.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Lofu?
Any must-see attractions on the Wolfu? I feel like the locals would know better.
We did, but the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing on the Lafu. It's so boring here.
Ha,
You know what? That
can't
makes
blame
sense.
them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
When you're at
That's why we're asking fellow
when a
tourists.
place is your local, it's
Most of the
your
tourists
home, you
around
see
at the
this place
moment
every
are here
day,
to attend
you
the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
don't think of
Yeah, we know about that
any-
ceremony.
usually
But
don't
isn't
think
the
of any
fighting ring still
noticeable
closed?
or memorable places.
I've heard the ring was actually converted
Although
from
there
a
should be a
huge
few.
decommissioned Lofu fighter jet.
But the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned.
The radiant feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't
In a
just sit
few
around waiting for it to
weeks.
start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're
This-
looking for unique experiences
Okay, I
that
guess
you won't
this,
find on Penacony. Our
I guess the
clients
2.4
love these
quest
kinds of dream
is
bubbles the most.
placed
You're the expert
in a
here.
star rail time
Give
across
them
a
some
few
suggestions.
weeks. God. Okay, where do we suggest? There's Aram Alley, Fixtral Garden, Skill Gorge Waterscape. Probably Skill Gorge.
That's indeed a good idea. While the dreamscape on Penacony is all artificial, Scale Gorge Waterscape is a celebration of nature's resurgence. It has some remarkable scenery.
Awesome! I love being out there in nature. Let's go to Scale Gorge Waterscape first.
I'm a bit worried that nature-themed dream bubbles might be outdated. But hey, let's go check it out anyway.
See you later. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a few days.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Oh my god, the head turns.
Here you are. Everyone, this way. How long? Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
What is that? A few months. Okay, so between the end of the Wafu and the end of Penacony, or yeah, between the end of the Wafu 2.0. Was it 2.0? No, not 2.0. 2.0 is Penacony, 2.1, 2.3, 2.22, and 2. I can't speak English for some reason. My brain. 1.9, I guess. The entirety of Penacony was like a few months. Well, actually, I guess not. Or I guess so. Huh. That feels weird. That doesn't feel right.
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danhung. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The general said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase
I mean,
our
looks like
martial
it's already
spirit,
doing its work.
reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
Zianzhou, Zooming, Yaoqing. The ships? Oh, they are ships.
Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Starforge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knights' armaments.
Starforge. I think
Xianzhou Juming boasts
I
skilled
remember that being
craftsmasters,
mentioned.
and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. Ah, if only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on cloud 9.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
March is exactly the same. What the?
All units assemble quickly.
Oh,
Get ready to protect
come
the crowd.
on. We just got here,
Just
man.
mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
What the fuck, man? We just got here. Come on.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You mentioned it first, March.
We'll go with you.
Oh, cutscene. There's my cursor. What the fuck? What are those?
Protect the civilians.
Wait, their designs look
I'll
so
deal with
cool.
him.
Wait, their designs look so cool. Enemies with this mark can enter Moon Rage state. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemy units that can trigger Moon Rage. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the Moon Rage state. At the same time, Moon Rage counts down, appears on the action order. When the countdown's turn begins, Moon Rage is dispelled across all enemy units.
Borison? Why are there Borison here? This
Borison?
ends now.
Okay, so these are Borison. boy, their designs are so cool. Yo, hello. How's it going? It's going good. We're just starting off with the 2.4 story. But how are you doing? I do appreciate you stopping by. Bloodlust. Apply 3 stacks of Bloodlust. Okay, but it doesn't tell me what Bloodlust does. Oh, never mind. Here it is. Doing great. Just done with the project. That's good. It's good. Now you're chilling? That's good to hear. I probably should have pushed stream back, but I don't think I'm that tired, so... Let's see, what does this do? Moonrage, when in the state, so increases their speed. Attacks have a high chance to bleed. You finished an overlays project? That's good. Being productive. Finishing projects and stuff always feels good. Just the satisfaction when you finally finish something. This will dispel when their weakness broken. All enemies that enter Moonrage will share Bloodlust stacks on the enemy units. Okay. Oh, they all share Bloodlust. Yeah. Interesting. So Moonrage just increases their speed and makes it so they have a high chance to apply bleed. You're a digital artist and animator. Do all kind of custom arts and animations. That's cool. I'm sure it's fun to do. I've always been interested in looking at and trying to do animations and stuff. Or at least graphic design. Just never really had the time to get into it. Would you like to see my portfolio? No, not right now. I think if you look at my chat rules, I think the first one there is actually that mentions I'm not interested in looking at portfolios or commissioning anything for the moment. I do appreciate the offer, but right now I'm not keen on looking to commission or look at portfolios or anything right now. Why don't we just break these guys? Because I kind of want to see how they...
There's more to life.
We'll see how they look in
Step up, let's see ya.
Bloodlust. Do appreciate the follow though. Who's gonna take the most damage here? 3,000 HP. Does Firefly really have that little HP? I feel like... Is that the wrong light cone or something? No, it's the right light cone. I guess I just never noticed that Firefly had
If not, I'll catch my breath for a while.
only 3k HP. I think Firefly is actually relatively tanky. I don't want to weakness break these guys.
Stay away.
Because I want to see how they look in Bloodlust.
In the mood.
Salmon.
Every petal in life's garden.
Oh, they just
all
glow.
will be swept away by the wind. Like until everything burns to
That's not too
ashes.
interesting. They just glow. Or they're on fire. Actually, that looks pretty cool. They start to have fire around their wrists and shackles. Their eyes glow red, and the markings on their body glow. That's actually so cool.
Set the seas ablaze!
Unfortunately for them, I have one of the strongest units in the game, so they just get one shot. Cutscene.
Good.
Oh, the animations are so cool. Oh, Yunli?
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Wow. Wait, I love the animations. They just do so well with the animations. Every time, they look great.
Wait, my sword.
Yunli just like,
Let's
swooped
just
in,
get down to business first.
wrecked these guys, yoinked Yanqing's sword, and
sorry.
left.
But I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Okay, Yanqing. Why so serious, bro? I mean, I guess someone did just jump in, just yoink your sword and leave.
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
I hate the
According to the
IPC
protocol,
so much. I
all
hate the
cargo
IPC
arriving on the
workers,
Lafu
these
must go for
guys.
inspection.
Oh, they annoy me.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
You know, that's fair. Joining into that argument wouldn't do anything.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching,
Voice.
safety should be a top
Who
priority.
voices this guy?
Now, tell me, how did
Glad Knight
Borison prisoners
Captain.
end up in Starskiff Haven?
Does he have a name?
According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Oh,
Who are
this
you?
is the captain. Who is this?
I'm Lu Jun, an officer of the
Lu
Patrol
Jun.
Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Juming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Juming envoys saved them? This sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Juming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual
Voices
situation
this captain.
indeed.
I actually
I'll
really
report it
like
to the security
their
department
voice.
of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that Sea of Divine Foresight
This
can have a
guy
better
seems
understanding
like
of the
he's gonna be
situation.
very important later on. Calm the crowd, then disperse, and the streets are restored.
You look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please
I don't know if
tease
that's a
me, Miss
word.
March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble. Capable of generating
Can't put my finger on it, but I feel like he's going to be important.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
And he's probably gonna be a villain or something. Because that's how it always goes.
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time.
Borisons.
The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat.
Why would the
General wants me to
Borisin
keep
have
the
a
Palace of
grudge
Astral.
against the IPC?
I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borisin?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too?
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all. Alright, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Yeah, he's for sure gonna be a villain. 10,000%. This guy.
Those guys are terrifying.
Deliver the
Illusion.
prisoners to the shackling prison.
Yeah. That guy, he's gonna be a fucking villain. I just know it. 10,000%. Mark my words. We are going to be fighting him later. Or he's gonna be behind some evil scheme that happens later. Mark my words.
It's been a long journey, Elder White. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Huayan? Huayan? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I can pronounce most
General,
of them, but
I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
how's it going,
All
General?
is well when you have friends coming from afar. Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the
Huayan.
Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so
I'm gonna
formal.
turn up the
I'm
voices.
just a tourist
That's
here.
really
no different
quiet.
From other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
At least some of the parts that the general speaking is
Elder
very
Huayan
quiet.
is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial
Oh,
Arbor
there's
crisis?
Yun Li in the background.
Indeed, there's Dan Heng, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu
And her.
might not have easily overcome this crisis.
I love how they get
So,
around
when
not being
Bibiter
able to
Lune's reincarnation has
voice
returned to the
the
Luofu
specific
and
name that we
attend the
choose.
war dance, I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome.
I wish
General
they...
Huayan.
And this young
I
friend
kind of wish they
is-
referred to the MC as Stell, or as Kalis,
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer
because that's
due
the
to his youth,
canonical name
which I hope will
of
see
the
some
MCs.
experience. He will stand for
But
the
just like
Luofu's
in
Cloud
the
Knights
text,
the
you will
upcoming
still
war
have
dance,
the
ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
still have the text show
Great!
as being...
It's a real treat to see so many talented young
Oh,
people around
I
here
remember.
today.
Oh my god, the
Oh,
the
I
dots are
almost
connecting.
forgot.
I remember
This
this
is
guy,
my apprentice,
Huayan.
Yun Li.
He's the fucking the Forge Master guy from the video from the Yun Li's
Oh, it's
trailer.
you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know
Oh.
each other?
I like her voice.
Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence. I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh, now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She may or may not have yoinked
capture
my...
the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yuli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's sword masters.
What did you just say?
If you just
But she's a
stepped
little
up
brat.
and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect,
Because there's a...
you don't honor your sword.
There's a little bit of a
Don't deserve it.
difference in culture going
Hasn't
on
anyone
here.
told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Qing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
The one that's not acting like a brat.
I don't take sides.
Which is neither
It's a
of
small
you.
misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping.
Are we gonna be babysitting on this mission?
Kind of you. I mean, you've
Why do I
already
get the
thanked
feeling
us
we're
so
gonna
many
be
times.
babysitting on this mission?
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right.
I do love her design though.
Take this opportunity to clear things up with
Very
Yanqing.
traditional.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lafu and could use some help settling in.
Lingsha.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled,
Who is Lingsha?
go to the artisanship
I don't-
commission for me.
That name doesn't
Heard
sound
about the
familiar.
attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting.
Oh, never
and
mind.
wish to have their cargo back.
Never mind.
See if you can calm them
I
down.
think... Wait,
Don't
is that
get
Lingsha?
aggressive. Just make it
Lingsha,
clear that the
Lingsha,
Xianzhou
Lingsha.
Lafu
No,
has no
that's
intention
not,
of violating our rights.
I'm on it.
That's not who's on the second phase of 2.4. Who is Lingsha? Well, I guess we'll find out. Alright, Yanjing,
This
let's
is the
go.
report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look.
Qingzu, that's the new assistant after
Huh.
after
Looks like the
Tingyun,
general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help
gone.
put the IPC's mind at ease.
Well, that's a challenge and a half. Put
Well,
the
it's not
IPC's
exactly
mind
a
at ease?
test.
Yeah.
As Cloud
Good
Knight
luck with
officers,
that,
we
bro.
not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes.
Good
It's
luck
just,
with your
you know,
diplomatic
talking
dispute
things
with
out
them.
isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go. How long have I been streaming? About an hour.
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance.
I guess I'll...
Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted
I guess we'll do a
esteemed
normal...
generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao
normal
Qing
stream time.
implies intentions
Around
beyond
a
mere
2-ish hour stream. Maybe 3.
Might there be any specific
Depends on how into the
instructions from
story I get.
Marshal?
But so far it seems
You're
interesting.
overthinking it, Jingyuan.
I'm intrigued
As I
by
said,
intrigued by
my granddaughter's
where the
horizons.
story's going.
I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu.
The ins and outs of the Ambrosial Arbor
Merlin's
disaster.
claw of the Yao Qing. She has come specifically for you.
Merlin's Claw for Yoshi. Fei Xiao?
Which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's claw strikes like lightning.
I assume
That's not true,
when
General
Yan is
Huai
talking
Yan.
about
She's
Fei
been here a
Xiao.
while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Oh, Mose and
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I
I
assume.
don't remember
We are Jiao
how to
Chou
say
and
your
Moza,
Jiao
retainers
Shou,
of the
that's what it
Merlin's
was.
Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Okay, so the she they're definitely
this is
they're talking about
interesting.
is definitely Fei Xiao.
Guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huai Yan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
There's something more going on than just that. You can't trick us. You cannot trick us. There's something more than just admiring the view. I know that for sure.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword. unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Wyan's visit?
Reserved?
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
Which would be
That's
Fei
right.
Xiao.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew,
No,
right?
everything has a little more meaning than that.
War Dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Huh. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
And he is
Yes.
responsible for the
It's
Ambrosial
undeniable
Arbor.
that the Plague Mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
What was I thinking?
Every
Seriously,
carefree and enjoyable
sure
trip.
I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
would implicate
It's your
that they
words, Mr.
don't
Donovan.
trust
Now I finally see the
the
underlying
people
tensions.
on the Luofu
General is under
to
tremendous
be the
pressure
Cauldron
right now,
Master,
but I was
or
completely
anyone in
oblivious to
high
his
power.
troubles. How naive of me.
We
Come on,
love
don't think like
diplomacy.
that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything.
And that's the worst part.
Did I say something wrong?
Yes, you pointed out something that we don't. You pointed out that even if we want to do something, we can't. And that is the worst part about everything, Marge. Please just keep
Miss
quiet,
March is
Marge.
right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
We've dealt with the IPC
No
a few
worries.
times.
We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right? Yeah, exactly. Wait, are you being sarcastic?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Marge, please. Please, Marge. Sometimes you just need to know when to stop talking. Antimatter Legion?
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Scott. Scott with a K. We've met this guy before? Why do I feel like we met this guy
Voice
before?
Sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
Oh, wait, it is this guy. It's the guy that we made bark.
Dealing with the Skyfaring Commission, I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I think it's both.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance.
Well, then you're not leaving then.
Detaining my cargo, and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Oh, yeah. That's exact. Yes.
You jerk! Who are you calling a dog? Wait, why are you here? You're staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck! Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was
I'm
sent
not
here to
sure
deal with the
either.
IPC protest, Miss Shikue. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
Can I just, like,
So you're Scott.
push him off
I've heard
of
her
the
mention
edge?
you.
Just
Weren't
a
you kicked off the
little
Lafu before?
shove, because
Why did you come back?
I hate this guy.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for
I
repairs
hate
and
this
leave
guy
this forsaken place for good.
so much, and
Little
that's a
did I
good
know,
thing, because that means his voice actor is doing a damn good job, because this guy is meant to be
all our cargo from the hold.
not likable.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's
My
patented
God.
technology.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, But we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC. I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right?
Yep.
Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry
I don't
up
want to
and give
deal
us
with
back our
this guy
cargo.
again. This guy annoys me. This guy pisses me off so much. Which I guess that means his voice actor's doing a good job because... Oh, I hate this guy. He is frustratingly stubborn and unwilling to cooperate. Negotiation process. Different outcomes. So the number of... You can use negotiation strategies to apply various negotiation techniques to help you succeed. Here you can view your opponent's information. If you're unsure what to choose, click to view.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
I hate diplomacy. I hate diplomacy so much. Make proposals from the legal perspective. Start by making him feel uncomfortable. I don't think. Is Yanqing no. Okay, so he only listens through, he will only gets convinced or listens through intimidation, but he does follow certain rules.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Perfect.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
one of the representatives stationed by the Xianzhou by the IPC. He picks on the weak but fears the powerful. His experience in the IPC has taught him that he has to abide by the rules, at least on the surface. Assure him that you will proceed with caution? Definitely not. He won't care about that. Oh, I should have doubled the first one. I don't think there's anything good I can do here. I'm gonna skip.
All right. We understand your position, but rules are rules, and we can't bend them now. However, we'll note down your concerns and pass them on to management. We'll keep you updated on any developments.
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Well, this, show him your extensive connections. Time to escalate the issue. I don't want to escalate this. Try to resolve according to Zinzhou's regulations. It's either 3 or actually, or 4. I could do 1. Did I just say Fairy Ball double 1?
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me...
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married
That's
to him,
what.
you
Ooh,
still couldn't represent
that's
the
what.
Intelligentsia Guild. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC...
You know, when I said show him your connections, that is not what I was expecting.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on...
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the...
Whatever. We were successful.
Well, you guys
Successful.
Sure know how to
It's
argue
fine.
your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Xianzhou as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Oh,
Allow me to introduce myself.
Ling Sha.
I'm Ling Sha.
I
Cauldron Master and
forgot.
head of the
I
Alchemy
completely
Commission
forgot about
on the
Ling
Law
Sha.
Group.
She's second phase of 2.5.
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Zhuming.
I love her design so much.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
What is going on here?
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations,
That's what's going on.
and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few
I
more
like her.
decades.
I like her a
Have some
lot.
confidence in yourself.
Oh, that's. Oh, I like
Typical
her.
of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
That's the intimidation right there.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
That's what I fucking thought.
Mr. Scott!
Step aside, IPC worker.
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right? Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
We'll act as chummy as we
Really
want.
something else. Is this the
What
IPC
the
product?
hell is that?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Is that a mechanical Borison? What the hell kind of cargo is that? Is that a mechanical Borison? When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster or Terror Grip once can dispel. When it ends, if the caster is not gripped not attacked, caster of Terror Grip is not attacked to dispel, then the affected ally will fall into the terrified state and be unable. Okay, so it's CC.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
The mood is set just right.
I need to turn up voices.
Let the show begin!
Nah, but what the hell is that?
Friends?
Oh yeah, of course you didn't want us to inspect this. Of course you didn't want us to inspect this.
Flame until everything.
This shit breaks like every regulation in the book, bro. What the fuck? Oh, it's so cool. It is so cool. Blood feather. Okay, so like bloodlust. It's the same. It is just straight up a mechanical Borisin. Or it's not completely mechanical, because they said there was some biological stuff in there. Oh, this thing looks so cool. A combat machine developed by the Intelligentsia Guild. Utilizing Borisin biological tissues, these machines possess the tenacious vitality of long-life species, and the slaughter algorithm evolved over countless ages. Oh, yeah. Because that's definitely safe cargo that we would have wanted to have in Arm Alley for 3 days.
It ain't over.
Yeah, no shit you didn't want us to check this.
Grace and elegance. Eternal.
No shit you didn't want us to do a security inspection on this.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Emperor Lord.
Oh, I can hearing the begging in his voice.
Enough. Miss
is
Shikwe,
extremely
please escort our
satisfying.
IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
And there better be no funny business anymore, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside, just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
How can you not tell?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
Huh.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Seems
Whatever the
pretty
reason
obvious.
Is, that's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the 10 Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Lingsha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenqing to be so...
Young?
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you,
Who
you
voices
must be the guests from the Astral
Lingsha?
Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
Ooh, the
It
little...
wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd
Does it tell me? Oh, it doesn't tell me who
be
voiced her.
happy to accept your invitation.
I guess I'll just
And
search
you
it up.
three are
You know
coming
what? I'll
too,
just search it
right?
up right now. Who voices Lingsha? Give me just a second. Oh yeah, because this text message surely isn't a scam. Like hell, I'm falling for that one. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Block contact. Delete message. Yeah, I'm not clicking that fucking link, bro. Oh wow, looks like there's been a suspicious charge on your card. Yeah. And I look at the bank card, and there has been no charge. And that link is suspicious as fuck. I'm not stupid. Well, now that that's been dealt with, Langsha voice actor. The voice actor is, for the English dub, is Whitney Holland. Sounds familiar. Whitney Holland. What have they voiced in? It sounds really... They sound very familiar.
I'm here to pay my
News is spreading pretty fast.
Monsters Never Cry. Heroes. Gravity Hill, The Elbow. Huh. Nothing that I've seen of so far. Eye of the Abyss, Silas. What? Oh, that's not... Okay, I was like, Silas, huh? Okay, they voiced in Genshin. Who have they voiced in Genshin?
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Ron Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble
Fei Xiao's voice
the
actor
rebirth of the ambrosial arbor
is
and
Jill
the resurgence
Bartlett.
of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The
It was
seed
already
was already
planted.
planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
I thought we were here to have some tea.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
What kind of discussion
I
are we
was
having
lucky
here?
enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say
Wait, Len
much
Shah
about
is a
remedy.
Vidyadhara? Is a
I
Vidyadharan?
do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Oh no.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You! You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then. Why do I keep
Yeah,
bumping into
looks
you?
like
Are you
the side quest here
or
is gonna be
something?
babysitting.
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon, yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Poor flying sword.
Fine! You don't have to give it back because I'll take it back myself!
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my
Get
first
ready
day
to
at
be
the
a
Alchemy Commission.
babysitter.
A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it. Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other? Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
Yeah.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we
Oh my
get
god,
going?
you can hear her. Oh, I love the voice acting. I love the voice acting that she did for Lingsha. You could hear that little tension as she's like, I love how sweet and caring. Oh, that's great.
Ever since the
You can
disciples
hear
of
her
Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, the
grinding her
experimental
teeth
abominations
as
have been
she's
festering here.
annoyed at these two.
If you want a contest,
I would be
the
too.
referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand. It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Watch Yanqing duel Yunli. Oh, but I'm playing as Yanqing. Okay, hold on. Let me get a Yanqing lineup real quick. I hate using Yanqing. I hate it so much. There's a reason. I'm so glad I haven't lost 50-50 to him on my account, because I just hate using Yanqing. What does a Yanqing lineup even look like right now? I guess like this? Well, actually, I'd want Yanqing to be on far right. Oh. Away from Japard. Those... Guess I could just put Ronmei. Ronmei's always good.
Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other. Can we start now,
Oh my gosh,
Lisa?
she's really like the big sister. Oh. Here we go.
Time for swordplay.
When Yunli takes action, she will use attacks to defeat the enemies first. The number of enemies defeated by Yanqing and Yunli is recorded here.
The sword.
Oh, maybe I should have doubled up on speed then. Let me turn the music down a little bit.
You cannot remain still.
Huh.
Blade and flight!
This battle is lend me your strength.
Strike with heart!
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
Eternal.
Oh, fuck. Yanqing's gonna get hit here, and then he's gonna lose his speed. Oh wait, no he's not. Huge. I basic here? I think I basic here.
You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts.
What the?
It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
Bro.
To guard and defend.
Okay.
Crush them.
Okay. Cool. So literally every time she takes an action, it's just gonna be her ulting.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Should I have just gone double DPS? Maybe I should have just gone dual DPS.
A one-time enemy. Strike with heart.
You'll pay for this.
Over. Swords descend.
I should have just put. I should have just put King Liu on this team. Just went and destroyed them.
Is that all?
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Len, a will forged in ice.
Then Yunli is gonna come in here and she's gonna start. Gonna hit 3.
There's always a weakness.
I don't. Crap. I'll just do that. It's fine.
Eternal.
This ends here.
Strike with
strength. We've entered the storm.
Ulti.
To guard and defend. Crush them. How many can you block? Blade and fight.
Here, then we'll Wrenching ult.
Swords descend.
Please one shot. Nice at one shots.
Every petal and
I'll
all
run
will
my
be swept
ulti.
away by the wind.
Is that all?
Is it actually possible for me to even win? I don't know. Because every time she takes action, it literally is just a complete AoE. Is my side even moving? It feels like my side literally isn't moving.
This battle is unavoidable.
It's a basic here again. I think I do. And of course, Yanqing gets hit. Of course he does. Because...
How many can you block?
Oh, Yanqing's kit is so garbage, man. I hate it. I really, really do hate it.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
I hate that he takes damage once and you legit lose half of his kit.
Hope you're prepared.
How many can you block?
Like, I can't tell if my side's moving on the bar or not. I think it is. Oh, that doesn't kill, of course. Bruh.
See? Your technique was all over the place.
Probably
And
scripted
you
to
relied too much
lose.
on speed.
Pretty sure it's
This is
scripted to
really
lose.
all the Cloud Knights of the Lawfu can muster. So disappointing.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Oh. Well, then I'll give you a chance. Defeat me or hand over all your swords.
If you're trying to pick a fight, just ask, because I'm ready for you.
Oh, let's see. Brute force and technique versus speed and agility. And... okay. Now that was sick.
However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
She's so pretty, man. She's so pretty. I love her design so much. The little gold accents on her outfit. Oh, it's so pretty. Her coats.
Me?
Fei Xiao.
I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and we were just sparring.
Uh-huh. Totally.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Oh, with Bailu.
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lafu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
The Vanquishing
Great
General.
Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lafu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds
He
much
just
better,
fucking
right?
winked at us.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive.
I love her so much.
Now that the sparring session is over,
Wait, her
Yanqing
character's
and you
great. Wait, I love
you
all these
politely thank General
characters
Fei
so
Xiao for her
much.
guidance and buried the hatchet. Here's your
HSR
sword.
fans are eating
Keep it
good.
safe.
2.4 is great.
Taken away
I have a
again.
feeling 2.5 is gonna be great.
By
If
the way,
Fei Xiao
we
and
haven't settled the score yet.
Fei Xiao and Leng
Beat you
Xiao
fair
are
and square
releasing
next
then
time we
too.
fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
Oh wait, what is
By the
that
way,
on her?
Miss Ling
Oh, I just...
If you've got some free time,
Crap, the
I'd like
camera
to invite
changed.
you
Wait,
to
I
the
didn't
seat
get
of
to see
divine
the design
foresight for a chat
of
with
the
General
like
Jing Yuan.
design on her on the side of her
There's more to those
sleeve.
personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
I gotta rewatch that cutscene. 'Cause that was so cool. A good spot to leave off? Crap.
Back
Maybe
already?
not.
You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I
He has
wanted to put
waves
aside
on
my
her
assumptions
skirt.
and see
Not
his
skirt,
momentum.
her little dress.
That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and
I
how
love
those close to
asymmetry in the
him
design.
behave.
Asymmetrical designs
the
are
might
always
of an army
nice.
dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned
Love all their
confusing
designs.
thanks to your
Just
translation.
not
You've made me lose where I was now.
okay. Reword.
Anyway,
I like
this is how I
all of their
operate in battle,
designs.
so you might as well get used to it.
There's only certain designs I love.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Lawfu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Here, what does she have?
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days.
Cutscenes. Or, not cutscenes. No, my print screen button doesn't work when I do this. I have to use snipping tool. For some reason. I don't know why it doesn't work. Every time I try to do this, I have to do the snipping tool. Snipping tool, 3-second delay. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful artwork right there. That is gorgeous. Oh my god, that is gorgeous.
As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Old war friend. Who could that be? I don't think that would that be Jingyuan? I don't think so.
Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
March is fangirling.
Mine too.
And honestly, I would be too. She's so cool. I love her design. I love the voice actor that they chose.
That aura of heroism
She does such a
and
good job.
It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
And this is how March 8th is born.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a
I'm getting a little hungry. Like,
Don't
when they
underestimate
get starting to
yourself.
rumble.
After all, generals
Hopefully,
won't
I
fight
can
in the
find a
rain
good
during the
stopping
war
place.
dance.
It might be a good stopping place right
Just remember
here
the state
after
of mind you had
after
when you
this dialogue.
single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals
Something
from the
important?
Yaoqing and the Juming.
Probably.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Crossing of Blades and Hearts. Oh, that's the end of that chapter then, I guess, right? I mean, usually when you get an achievement... I think... I might end it there. I'm starting to get a little hungry. I guess first I will look for somebody to raid. Alright, let's see. Any of my mutuals live right now? Inanabelle's live. Katera is live. Oh. Actually, Katera's live. I think I'll probably raid Katera. But yeah, that'll be it for me. I do appreciate anybody that decided to stop by, hang out, chat, lurk. And I have no clue when I will stream next. I don't have any streams scheduled for the rest of this week. I've been very unsure, or it's been very unclear of when I really have free time and when I don't. But we'll see. Probably Sunday I will post my stream schedule for next week. Let's see. Raid. Terra. Alright, and with that, I take my leave. Bye bye.